This video is brought to you by Monster Train 2, arriving May 21st, 2025 on Steam, PlayStation 5, Nintendo Switch, and Xbox Series X and S.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Welcome to MojoPlays, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 most difficult indie games to play.
This match will get red hot. Here goes.
Before we begin, we publish new content all week long, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight can be a bit frustrating for new players. Be honest, we were all struggling when the game first came out. It always felt like you needed to invade beyond the enemy's personal space just to land a hit with your tiny pick. Of course, you will power up your abilities more and more as you explore the dismal and somewhat adorable bug world. However, boss fights are going to crank things up to 11 and beyond. You will need to hone in your skills quickly if you want to get through all of Hollow Knight, and we all know Silksong is going to take everything several steps further. Titans have seized heaven. Now, former angels and demons must unite and fight in this sequel to the critically acclaimed Monster Train, a thrilling roguelike deck builder. Command 5 distinct new clans, each with their own powerful abilities to master in run after run. Defend your pyre across 3 intense vertical levels against dangerous new foes, knowing each journey offers fresh challenges. Unleash strategic advantages with powerful room cards and equip your units for devastating impact as you build your ultimate deck. Explore the Covenant Outpost, unlock game-changing pyre hearts to customize each run, and conquer handcrafted dimensional challenges for exclusive cosmetic rewards. Customize your train's look and track your legendary runs with the enhanced logbook. Push your skills to the limit in endless mode and tackle fresh daily challenges to dominate global leaderboards. Monster Train 2 is available May 21st on Steam, PlayStation 5, Nintendo Switch, and Xbox Series X and S. Pre-order now. Fury.
There's an easy way and a hard way. You choose.
The thing about Fury is that you have a top-down hack and slash that features elements of a bullet hell game. Oh, and the game is one massive boss gauntlet. Your biggest challenge will be keeping your health in check. The only way to heal is pairing bullets, meaning your survival depends entirely on how good your timing is.
This has been fun, but it's time to get serious.
As expected, this is a lot easier said than done for some players. Even though the game only features 10 levels, be prepared to die a handful of times, and many more if you want to see every ending. Super Meat Boy. When looking for the poster child of hard indie games, you cannot go wrong with Super Meat Boy. Though it boasts a cute appearance, this game will push the limits of your thyroid. Meat Boy is a fast little bugger, and for some, his diminutive stature can make it tough to avoid hazards. What's more stressful is the sheer scope of the game. You will need to trek across more than 300 levels, each proving to be more stressful than the last. Sure, you can do the bare minimum to get to the next chapter, but if you truly want to conquer the game, show us what you got. Cuphead. We promise this list isn't loaded with difficult platformers. We've already covered that kind of list anyway. However, Cuphead is definitely worthy of being here. Though every level only lasts a couple of minutes, those minutes can feel like an eternity. Every boss has a handful of phases to endure, and their patterns can change so drastically that you will suddenly have to change your approach. Even with the dash ability and meaty selection of abilities to swap between, Cuphead's gallery of villains will put your platforming and shooting skills to the ultimate test. And good luck if you try to go for expert versions of the bosses. Hotline Miami. In all honesty, Hotline Miami is one of those games that will make or break you. One person might see this game as a riveting challenge that demands you memorize enemy placement and shoot with great accuracy. Another might describe Hotline Miami as borderline unfair with its one-hit kills, incessant need for perfect performance, and how enemies can kill you from off-screen. No matter which way you look at it, Hotline Miami can be incredibly intense with its challenges, so it is very much a play-at-your-own-risk kind of game. Celeste. It's the last platformer on the list, we promise. Celeste sees you climbing a mountain as a young woman battles her own mental struggles. Though the main story itself is arduous at times, that isn't the biggest hurdle you'll face. If you want to fully complete the game, you will need to go for every strawberry in every level. Many of these require super precise movements and quick reflexes. Plus, you have the Farewell expansion that adds all sorts of new mechanics and features. Celeste. Beautiful name, brutal game. The Witness. Whereas the other games we've seen so far are gunning for fast reaction and a deep understanding of the mechanics, The Witness opts for a mental challenge, for better or worse. Throughout this lengthy game, you will engage with several different puzzles without any instructions on what to do, where to go, or if there's even an order to the different collections of puzzles you need to solve. You basically have to mess around with things and hope that something clicks in your brain. Of course, you can always just look up a guide for all of the solutions, but the lack of any direction here makes The Witness incredibly difficult. Frostpunk. If you love management games like City Skylines, but want something more grueling, for whatever reason, have you tried Frostpunk? This is indeed the toughest management game we've ever played. There will be many times where resources are frustratingly scarce, and the most unexpected environmental events can result in catastrophe. On top of that, you will also have to govern your society and enforce laws that could potentially turn your people against you or even doom the whole civilization. In other words, you're a politician in a frozen apocalypse, a position no one would ever want to be in.
The time has come to build the last city on Earth.
Darkest Dungeon.
And their kind is no longer welcome.
If there was one word we could use to describe Darkest Dungeon, it would be oppressive. Darkest Dungeon is a game that will feel like it is actively playing against you in every way. Even the most minute things, like low light and dark caves, can inflict stress on party members, as if the monsters didn't spam stress infliction moves enough. And should a party member reach maximum stress, they can either gain a blessing or an affliction.
Or death.
9 times out of 10, it's an affliction and they can be costly to get rid of. If it's your first time, we recommend playing on the easiest difficulty for this one. Into the Breach. In case you have never played this gem from the makers of FTL Faster Than Light, which is also a notoriously hard game, well, you're kind of missing out. Into the Breach is a turn-based strategy game where you must use 3 units to exterminate an invading alien race. Each unit can move only once and attack once each turn, meaning you will have to carefully think about each move you make and the order in which you perform your actions. One reckless decision can decimate a city, thus damaging your power and/or units. Whether you're defending an object or just trying to survive the onslaught, Into the Breach will be the most challenging indie game you have ever played. What's the hardest indie game you've played? Did it make our list? Let us know down in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to Watch Mojo for more great videos every day. This video is brought to you by Monster Train 2, arriving May 21st, 2025 on Steam, PlayStation 5, Nintendo Switch, and Xbox Series X and S.